Hello, my name is Dylan Okware. I'm the founder and software engineer at I3M. So I3M is basically a decentralized gaming engine, next generation gaming engine. So built on ICP and integrated with the same. So I'm going to show a couple of demos of what I3M comprises. So I3M is comprised of three binaries. So these three binaries, we have the I3M CLI, which we are in the process of renaming it, and we have called it I3X, I3M Executor, which is going to encompass everything in terms of execution and command lines and everything. The CLI entirely encompass for the I3M engine ecosystem. We are going to see what it does for the short functionality that we have just accomplished. We have the I3M engine core, that is the editor. We have the I3M project manager, that one is responsible for packaging and compiling the projects to deploy them online on different platforms of choice. So today we are going to handle piece by piece. Let us first start with the editor. So the engine editor. So for now, we have not yet deployed the editor on ICP. It is still on development phase. So we are going to initialize it this way. Cargo run, the binary flag, then we are going to put it there. So it's going to launch the editor. Then we are going to see how to work around this editor. So what this editor encompasses. So we have several components that is coming with. So right away you're going to see an empty screen that is saying this one is a screen preview. On the right side you have the inspector, on the left side you have the world viewer that is going to help you be able to bring different modules and assets inside your scene. So right here, as you can see, you can go to release it on different formats, but by default the engine editor launches with a 3D format for the games, and also we have the 2D. Then we have the shaded and the white frame, but for now we are using the shaded. So as you can see, we can go to start a new scene right here and file. Then this new scene by default uses, what do you call it, uses 3D. So it's been launched on 3D by default, but you can be able to change it. So when you change it, as you can see, the environment changes and so on. So after initializing a scene, you're going to see a lot of options that are going to be available for you to use. You can configure the scene, you can set the scene, you can be able to bring the edit, you can edit a lot of things. Click here. So you can undo all of those commands, you can create. So creating, you're going to find the sound, mesh, lighting, physics, animation, rendering, and so on, camera, and so on. You're going to find a lot of functionalities. And also we have the view, whereby you can be able to change the view on how the style or orientation of how the editor you want it to look like. Then you have the utilities that you're going to have the rendering statistics, the ragdoll, the animation, the BSM, the curve, and the path fixer. So that's the scene. We can be able to initialize a scene, and as you can see here, we have examples of data. So we can come up with the background, we can come up with the skeleton. Down here, we can be able to see several information that are available for us, the objects. These are just assets. Then we have the tiles and so on for you to build your scene environment. And these scenes, after building them, you're going to save them as .i3m. So let us just close this one. So let's say, for example, we want to build the game. So how are we going to be able to achieve that? So let us see that one immediately. So we have the project manager. So this project manager is the one responsible, like I said, for packaging the project and so on. So for now it is blank, completely blank, but it has a lot of functionalities when it comes to now just packaging the project and so on. So we are just saying dynamic information right here. So after packaging the game, you're going to be able to see the I3M manager, be able to package your game and compile it on ICP. So that is, but the most important one is this binary called the I3M CLI. So the I3M CLI is very, very important. So let us see what it does. So for the usage after deployment, you're going to just say I3M CLI, or by that time it's going to be called i3x. You're just going to say i3x, initialize the project. Then you're going to utilize the commands that are coming with it, the initialize, the script, the upgrade, and so on. Then you're going to add a few more commands to be able to help the developer be able to package the project and so on and so on. So for example, the initialize, you're supposed to initialize the project using the name and the style. The style is maybe 3D or 2D. Those are the two options that you have. For the scripting, is going to help you to be able to package your own script for your game so that you can be able to use it as a template throughout your game development. Then you have the upgrade. So for the upgrading, for the I3M engine ecosystem, you're using semantic versioning format. The semantic versioning format is the one that uses major, minor, and patch type of formatting. Is the one that is popular in across software development. Then we have the help and the options. So let us for now focus with the initialize. So the demo for today is just to initialize the project and see how we can be able to work around it. So for initializing the project, we have said that we are supposed to do the initialization. So for the initialization, you have to put the flag for the name. So let us call this one a platformer. Then we have the style. So the platformer game by default is normally on 2D. So this one is courtesy of opengameart.org. So they have a platformer game that is built on 2D. So we are going to mimic the same thing on our demo today for initialization purposes. So it is on 2D. So just put that one. If it is in 3D, you just do 3D. So because it's in 2D, you're going to initialize on 2D. So this game is going, because we are working, no module has been able to be deployed on a decentralized platform. We initially deployed 17 modules that we have, including the editor on the crates, but now the crates is a centralized platform. So we decided now to be able to deploy everything on ICP for better experience and so on, and collaboration. So for now, we are going to launch our game inside our code base, the engine code base, because we have not deployed it there. So after deploying it, you can be able now to choose the folder of your choice to be able to launch or initialize the game there. But for today, we are going to initialize it there. So just to be on the clear, so this is what we have. So as you can see here, we don't have any platformer. So let us initialize it right now. So hit enter, then boom, we have it. So we can be able now to navigate in the directory right now and be able to see the platformer folder. So let us ls again, then here it is. So we have the platformer. It was not here, but now it is there. So the platformer game, like I have explained, so for you to navigate through this game, there are sort of commands that have been offered for you to be able to follow. So to launch the editor for this specific game that you have initialized, so you're supposed to follow this command, cargo run package editor release. Then if you want to release it after building it, you can be able to choose the executor. For the executor, we have several. We have the executor. This one is by default for the PC that is going to bundle your game for Ubuntu, for Linux, for Mac, and for Windows. And also we have the executor for Android. So we have the executor for Android. Then we have for web applications, the ones that are going to run on web browsers. So those are the executors. But for today, we are going to use the first two. So let us navigate to this game. So CD platformer. So CD platformer. Then let us just copy this command and be able to release that game. So it's going to, we have an error here. So no matching package for that. Sorry for that. Let us just edit that real quick. So this is the entire code base that we are dealing with. So let us navigate for the editor. So what error are we facing here? So no package matching for that one. Alright. So we have an issue with I3M itself. Yeah. So as you can see, this one, okay, we have the versioning and everything is okay. Alright. So platform is the new thing that has come inside here. So let's meet in the next video, whereby you are going to see how you can be able to now initialize the editor and be able to run it. So thank you for watching. Have a blessed day or night.